Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I am going to design a couple things I'm going to put onto a t-shirt. If I can get to both of them today, they're fabulous. If not, well, damn. The first one I'm going to do is a fan art of Usopp from One Piece. My friend, he connects with this character for some reason. Uh, let's see, so let me pick out my brush here. I'm going to just use a soft brush and just bring it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out, let's see, my friends are gamers. And my son is a gamer. I had just done, let me get to this one. I was thinking about giving my friends coasters because they live on their video games. My son likes these grunnies from Gaia, so I created a grunny that kind of looks like him. His handle is Death Style when he plays. I guess pretty much by himself or whatever, I don't know. I remember seeing this name when he was playing League of Legends or something like that. And one of his favorite things is when he was a kid, he would always say, "This game cheats." So this is going to be for him, his little coaster that he'll have on his desk, or I could put it onto a t-shirt. So that's what I created for him, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do of Usopp. He's going to be his character holding a video game controller of some sort, and then probably saying that this game cheats. I'm not sure what his handle is, so I'm just going to leave that off, but I think you just appreciate the character. So, and if you'd like to see this one, I was going to do a speed draw of this, but while you're here, you can take a peek at this video time-lapse replay. And basically what I had done is I sketched out the character in the pose that I kind of wanted. I wanted to make sure that the grunny was looking like he was kind of frustrated, because my son is always like really super into games. He's really good. I mean, he's pretty much raised himself on video games. One Christmas he had found the one gift I was able to afford him. I think it was like a Star Wars game or something like that. He found the damn thing, opened it, and by the time I got home from work, he had already beaten the game. And he's like, "Mom, Santa got me a video game. I've already beaten it." Oh, I wanted to beat his ass. I'm like, that's the only thing I could afford. Oh, but since then, he just buys video games galore, and he's got like multiple systems. I think he's got every system out there, played on everything, and computer games. I mean, he's got more games than I think he can even play. But he's really into like Final Fantasy 15, 14, 15. I don't know, lost count. But he'll just like breeze right on through these games. So, and it's cute. He and his girlfriend have a setup where they're sitting right next to each other on the computer. So the next one after these two fan arts, I'm going to do of their little team name, which is Can Win. It's his name is Kanan, Kanaan, and her name is Winter, Wyntr. So when they split their name up, it's Kan and then Wyn. So it's like Can Win, and I put that on his sleeve, like right here, Can Win. So, and I wanted this like to be a scythe, but I wanted to also have Death Style on it as well. So that is the last part of this, and then I throw my little signature on there, and booyah, that is the end of this video right there. Okay, so I'm going to do something similar to Usopp. See, I'm not a big fan of One Piece. I just could not get into I just couldn't get into it. It's just not my thing. Not my thing. So I've already brought over the circle that I'm going to put him in, this game cheats, and my signature. So I'm going to just turn those off so they're not a distraction. Create another layer. gets to drawing. Okay, so I'm imagining Usopp with his finger, here's his hand, his arm, and I'm using some source images, the character himself, let's see, and another person holding like another controller. Now my friend, their husband and wife, I met him first, and he came across me while I was drawing at work at an old job, and we became friends after that. I've drawn like several shirts for him, and he's he is my first patron if I've ever had one. Yeah, he for what is it called? What is it called? What am I thinking? For fabric paint, he would buy me the fabric paint, and I would draw him whatever he'd like on a shirt. And the first one I created was the what's it called? I called it Hiatus X Hiatus, but it was Hunter X Hunter, and it's all the guys, the main characters, standing around, looking at their little Cricut-looking or Beetle-looking cell phones. Sorry, words are hard when you're trying to draw. Okay, so I found a picture of Usopp from the manga, so I'm going to use that. Maybe combine it with the anime version. I reached out to my son to ask him what their names are. That way I can have his video game name on here, but I don't think my friend would care. Just as long as he had his hero Usopp here. Okay, so I think I'm just going to combine some of these. Yeah, this is an anime I just did not love the fan art or the art of it, but a lot of people like it. I had started on a hoodie, and I only got 2.5 characters in, and then I started drawing characters on the sleeve. But once I started wearing the hoodie, it started getting messed up, and so now I'm trying to find another hoodie about the same color and maybe just redraw everything. Okay, so I figure that drawing digitally would be faster for me. I don't know. I can manipulate things a lot faster and easier. Like the sizes of stuff, if I want to add things, if I want to flip it. But I think maybe drawing with pencil is faster. I don't know. I have to time myself sometime. So I'm just kind of loosely drawing, just kind of sketching out where I want stuff to go based off of the source images that I have. Let me zoom in. I'm just trying to get everything down. Now I can't decide if I want to put the hat on him or if I want to put the scarf on him. Let's see, I'll try the one with the hat first. and it does this sort of thing. The hat looks kind of cute. I think I like the hat better than the scarf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up some of my lines and then bring it into Adobe Draw. I like that better than Illustrator, but eventually I'm going to migrate to Illustrator because Cricut seems to like to draw those kind of lines. And if that saves me time, cool. Let me bring this up a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to zoom in on my source image a bit. Oh, you know, it might be, I don't know if you guys would like to see what I'm using for source images. Let's see. But I think the end result is probably going to be the better choice of it all. Let's see. Let me take the hat off for a sec. Get his face in here. Okay. I should do his like fro like this, like he's pissed. All spiky. Maybe curly or spiky. Oops. When you think you're erasing, but you're not. Okay, just make sure I'm getting everything in here. Looks like he's got eyelashes. I'm going to add a little bit of myself in here, I guess. Yeah, I can't seem to get past the first 5 episodes. I tell myself, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch this damn thing. And I'm going to see what everybody likes about this damn video. And I just can't get past it. I can't get to the main line. I I can't get into the storyline. Just, and I like pirates. I like the idea of that stuff, but I don't know. It just does not capture me like some other animes have. I'm more of a Gantz type of girl. This is more lighthearted and goofy. There were, from what I did see, I did kind of like the storyline, but I don't know. Every time I tried to watch it, I just got tired, or maybe that's boredom. Yeah, it just didn't capture me. Not like Dead Man Wonderland, or I think I like more of the psychological horror than I do the slapstick stuff. It's just like I have no time for it, but I like watching Boruto, not Naruto, Boruto. I like watching that one. My son, the one that likes the video games, turns he turns his nose up at it. So I don't know what his style is either, but he's one of those guys that likes the anime Japanese girl music where they got the little high-pitched voices and stuff. Let's see. Maybe I can do a combination of both. Let's see. Let me find. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay. Usa. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to do the hat or I can't tell. I don't know which one to do. I guess I'll just stick with the bandana. Let's see. But oh, okay. Now the hat has these. He's like he's got headphones on. Okay, I want the hat then. Ficklekin. Okay, because I want the headphones, so he'll have like the mic coming out going, this game cheats. And I think on the headphones I'm going to put like the what's it called, the One Piece symbol with the skull. So kind of like Skull Candy brand headphones, I guess. So if I change it to the hat, I'm going to have to change it to yeah, I'm going to have to change it to the other outfit. Whoops. Let's see, we'll make this a little bigger. See, I'm not going for like an exact look. Just something cute. Let's see, we probably won't see much of his hair at all. Let's see, so okay, so his hair down here. See, he doesn't have a mustache or anything. Cool, cool. Let's see. Okay. So this will all be hair. Give him pro for days. Oops. Yeah, he's got bushier hair. There we go. Give him this dramatic. This game cheats. Oh, he's freaking built. Hold on. Oops, apologize, I am not in the chat. Let me pop into the chat. Okay. Just checking. Alright. Let's see. And so he's got something fuzzy around his waist. Make him a little bit more built here. I guess when he was wearing the bandana, he was a lot younger. I think I want to have his goggles lift up a little bit off his chest. Let's see. Trying to get dramatic here. Oh, I think he'll love this. He is such a big Usopp fan. Okay, zoom in a little bit. Let me grab this copy image. I think I'll bring this just about like right here. Oh, you know, there, oh, I think I put it away. Dang it. There's a symbol. Let me see. That I've seen people draw, like it's a symbol of his flag or something like that. Let me wait for this to open up here. So either I'll do one piece or I'll do the one that kind of represents him. That someone is designed. I don't know who. It's still opening up. Probably have just too many things going on at once. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So my computer, like, I can't take it. I need an upgrade. Okay, let's see. Where'd he go? And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Slide some oil to me. Alright. Like these little images here. That would be cool on there. I could either put it on the controller. There's that one, and then there was another version. That's cool. I think I'll put that on there. Okay, so let me move this out the way. Or that could be cool in the background. Where? Let me just draw it, and we'll figure it out from there. I'm going to put it on its own layer. See, Kim, this is what takes you so damn long to finish anything. Keep adding stuff. But it's cool stuff. Okay, on another layer. Let's see where to put you. Because if I'm doing this, it's going to fit inside here. I'll be reducing that. And I'll have this game cheats. Yeah, this is going to be perfect for him. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, we'll put it on the. We'll put this one on the headphone. On that layer. Oh, I can't erase this. There we go. And because it's on a round surface, I'm going to have to, oops, leave off some stuff. would that be cooler in the background? I'll probably just have like little spikes going, you know, to symbolize that he's yelling. Okay, so we'll just take a part of this. Hopefully it doesn't look lame. Let's see, gotta get that slingshot in there. This might look better on in the back. Let's see. Excuse me. Coffee. Let me nudge some stuff up a little bit. Yeah, I find sometimes that my, oops, what am I doing? Let me merge these down. That my outlines look better than my finished drawing. Okay, I think I'm about ready to bring it over into the other program to clean up these lines. Let's see, as work on this. His headphones are a little different from, let's see, we'll just do this. This part here that I'm working on is supposed to be like orange. Let's clean up his little soul patch here. Yep, so once I finally get my cleaned image, I'm going to print it out and I'm going to print it out and I'm going to outline it with the oh crap. Okay, so this one doesn't have the soul patch. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm glad I decided to come over and look at both images. Okay, yeah, I'm going to outline it with the Cricut Infusible ink pens, and then I'm going to iron it onto the shirt. Or I can color it and then enhance it with the fabric markers. So that's a thought. Okay, let's fix his goggles. And the tracing it with in the other program is going to go pretty fast. Okay. Well, let's fix this fist and the fingers. Excuse me. Burping Kim. All right. sure he doesn't have anything like, okay, rings or anything like that here. Let's grab this part here and just kind of make it a little smaller. Just a little. Work on this finger. God, these fingers look awful. Okay. Alrighty, so the new outfit has, he looks like he's wearing some sort of pouch of some sort. Carrying a man purse. That's where he keeps his games. Okay, and this is kind of, I don't think it's fur. Alrighty, almost done with the sketch. Alright, I think we're there. This game cheats. So I'm debating whether or not I want to put it on to a t-shirt as well as, let me copy this, as well as a coaster. Okay. Do. Ghostbusters. Yeah, I'll just stick it on this one. See, I did the same thing with my son's image here. Let me see, I'm going to go ahead and turn that one off. And I'm going to put an image layer, paste the image. This is so much easier than using Adobe Illustrator. It doesn't have the same, it's like you can just draw directly on here rather than having to use, what do you call those things? Those little nodes and stuff. Draw layer. I'm going to drop the opacity on this one. Bring that up. Let's throw a background on here so we can see a little bit better. Just got to remember to turn it off when we're done. Okay, this should be at the right size. Whoops. Adjust it so that I can get comfortable. I like how it does the thick and thin lines. The longer you hold it, the thicker it'll get. That's what he said. Look at the original image. His eyelashes look so. Okay, you have 3. This has an annoying habit of trying to fill in. There we go. I love how it like flows like ink. The only thing is it's got this tendency of kind of acting like ink too by dropping little dots if you're not careful. And try to fill this in. Make sure these lines are closed. I don't know why I'm even bothering. I'll go back. It doesn't matter. I'm going to end up coloring it anyway with my markers. Come on, y'all. There we go. Sometimes I deviate, well, sometimes, a lot. Sometimes I deviate from my original drawing a bit. Sometimes I take a few moments and think about what colors I'm going to use, but since I've already got source images and this is an established character, I don't have to think so hard. Let's see. But for other characters, the thought in my head is what color am I going to do all this stuff in. Am I going to just color it normal, or am I going to do like an anime type of thing to it? Whoops. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, one of my favorite things is drawing people as these characters. So, like, I would draw my friend as this character, but my friend is bald. But I think he'd still try to carry off the look. I guess if he did cosplay, this would be him. Alright. How are we looking? Let's turn off the background. We'll turn off the original image. Let's get that bad boy going. Let's put it to the clipboard. Come on back into Procreate. Let's see, it will never let me paste it right on into the original image, so go to clipboard, take that image off of the clipboard. Okay, go back to gallery, and then I'll have to paste it into here. Let me turn off this image. And there we are. We'll fit the screen for now. Let's turn everybody back on. And then we'll fit it to, oops, we'll fit it to the circle. Keep it on uniform. Getting it big enough so that his legs, there we go. Any parts that I didn't draw, put about like right there. And I will put his name around the side here. Let's move him over a little more. Maybe a little lower, and then we'll raise this game sheets. And we'll put that above him. There we go. Now I have a choice. Either I can color it digitally, or I can go ahead and color it onto, looks like I'm missing a few things. I can, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and, excuse me, I'm going to move this. Let's see, should I move the circle? I want to move my name. I should put like, damn it, Nick. I should put the guy's name. Damn it, Nick, this game cheats. Okay, I want to do the annoyance lines. Let's see. And I think they look like ooh, that's tacky. Let me see if I can find somebody who did it right. Clear. Because I'm thinking it's like oof. Like a starburst or some sort. Let's see. Usually, I don't know what to call it. Like I see one that has like the little puff balls coming out. Let's see. He does have anger issues. Let's see. Okay, let me try something like this. Do like this cloud. Looking type of shape. Maybe like this person kind of has the idea. Hold up, I'm looking at some. Okay, like this. I want something similar to this, but not as ugly. Like he's doing an outburst. Like I was thinking about doing the little like the steam coming out of the ears. That looks good. I like how it's kind of simple. This looks cute. But I want to look more anime looking, so kind of like this. Okay, let's see if we can recreate something like that. Because it looks like a little stupid ugly cloud in the background there. Let's see, clear that. And oh, looks like cauliflower. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Whoops, not that. You go bye-bye. It doesn't help when he's already got stuff coming out of his ears. Let's try this. Just blowing off steam, I guess. Let me see if I can find one better. Let's see, another person did something like that. And then I can just duplicate it, flip it horizontal. It's not going to look right. Too many things going on. Yeah, I need like, I could do just want something that looks kind of cool. Yeah, I don't want the steam coming out of the ears. Okay, this guy's got it. Like this, something similar to that. So it's kind of like lightning bolts. Let's see, let's clear that. Now another one that I seen was like, they have that going on over the head. But I think probably make it a little smaller. Ooh, still looks lame. Let's see. This looks so much better. Let's see. Ooh, they always, there's this right here where they do I don't know, but it might not look right on the hat. Maybe I should just not have the lines. maybe, let's see. Maybe just simple. It doesn't look right. Come on, Kim, work it, work it. Ooh, okay. Here's another fun anime one. It looks like this right here. Right there. Wish I knew what this said. It says, I want to die cute, angry. I want to die cute, angry, cute. I don't know. But that looks cute. Okay. So let's try it. Oops. That looks so much better. Alright, that'll work. Okay, so that's that for Nick's image. I think it would be kind of cool to have their name in Japanese, but be my luck, it would say like Eat at Joe's or something like that. Maybe I shouldn't have left those in there. Yeah, we don't need those. Oops, what did I just do? I need to... I don't mind those guys. It's not going to show up if I... if I don't trace it on there. Okay. Alright, so there's that one. This game cheats. And I'm thinking... trying to think, do I want to leave it in color? It doesn't matter because it's not going to... what matters is if what I put on the shirt. This is just going to be a printout. Okay, so this one's good to go. Making sure the door's locked. Alright. And as I did that, I knocked down my headphones. Okay. Next one. Let's see. Crap, I don't have time. But I can at least get started. So this is going to be the one for Nick. I see a few things that I want to fix here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to print this out. I'm going to export it into my drive. I can't put it on my Instagram because my friend will see it even though he doesn't watch my channel. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it into my Photoshop and print it out. And I think for this one I'm going to make it t-shirt sized. See, it should have already made it there. Open up my Photoshop. Just still waiting for this thing to open. Man, it's cold today. Let's see. How cold is it? Last time I checked, it was going to be 25 degrees this morning. My drive is... Okay, come on, internet, work with me. Come on, Photoshop. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this, print it out to the size that I need it, and then I'm going to go ahead and iron it onto a shirt. Well, print it out, trace it with the Cricut. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need to make this a little bit more transparent so I can tell when I've done my lines. God, dandruff, everything's slow today. There it is. Okay, I'm going to download this. Come on, baby, download. There we go. You can hear my computer Scotty going, I'm giving it all she's got. Alright, so the image is downloading. Photoshop is opening. Okay. File. Oh, let me turn off my printer. That's going to help if I want to do it the easy way. Okay, under downloads. Did it not download? Download it again. Well, there it goes. It's finally downloading. It's like patience, young Padawan. Open Sesame. My printer's like, It's like, you don't turn me on enough. That's what he said. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the opacity so I can tell what the hell I've hit and what I haven't. Let's see. Alright. Where art thou? There's my opacity. Drop that down. There we go. And I want it like 30% or so. Okay. Image. Actually, file. Print. Let's take a look at this. Should give me like a little bit of a print preview. There we go. That's light enough. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to scale it to fit the media. That's a good size. Alrighty, and let's print this bad boy. Looks like I got it set to print twice. Okay, so while that is getting ready to print, I'm going to go ahead and get my markers and everything together so that I can trace it. Okay, did I hit print? Looks like it's still thinking. Let's see, I'm going to turn off my... I'm going to keep the music. See, I'm going to turn that off though. I guess I can get away with turning that off. Okay. That should speed up things. Alright, I'm going to turn on my light and switch everything over. Alrighty, okay, so I got my light on. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to, there we go, let's adjust a little bit. Okay, so my printer was grabbing whatever it felt like grabbing, so I have two choices. I've got cardstock. This up a bit, and I've got the highfalutin paper, expensive shiznit. Okay, so I'm going to draw on this. I'm looking around to see if there's. Yeah, I was going to look for my clipboard. I don't see it close by. Oh well. Alright. Music. Must have music. Okay, so I'm going to turn my Photoshop off. And I'll save it. Okay, and save. Okay, so I'm just closing out of Photoshop. So now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just start tracing. Now I tried doing something similar to this. Oh shit, there's something on here. There we go. Probably from the last papers that I put this on. I want my clipboard instead. It'd be more comfortable. Try to find something a little bit more stable than what I'm drawing on. Let me try this. There we go. Now I'm going to be spinning this around and whatnot. Let me move my light a little bit so it's not so glaring. I think I'm going to buy the pens. This is the marker because it's just a little too thick for what I need here. Now I'm not worried about the circle itself. When I bring it into, I'm trying to think, do I need the circle? Yeah, I don't need the circle. I guess I could put the circle in there, I don't know. Now what I want to do is do a practice on my tester shirt, my sacrificial lamb. And see what I can get away with as far as this marker goes. This right here is the Cricut Infusible ink marker, and this is that, like I said, the laser paper. Paid a lot of money for this damn paper. You get a lot in the ream. I think it's like 500 sheets. Now in order for me to get Cricut to print this out, I would have to bring it into like Illustrator and have Illustrator do the lines. Otherwise it'll give me like the double bubble line thing. That's annoying. I'm not a big fan of this really thick lines here. But I like what we came up with yesterday. Where we were experimenting on different papers. Oh no, this is gonna suck. The image is so small, it'll probably just be too distorted to bring it over. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'll put this onto a shirt, but I'm going to color it digitally and just do a print and cut off of that. Make sure I get all the little guys here. Yeah, this is way too thick for this. I think I'll hand draw that on in. Okay, and even this game cheats me. Excuse me. Coffee is doing a number on me. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want to, let's see. Let's handwrite it in. I have to mirror it. I totally forgot about that. Crap. Okay, well that does that. Okay, so not this one then. Okay, let's try it again. This is the cardstock, and this time I'm not going to do the lettering. Cardstock worked just as good as the what is it called, that stuff? The laser paper. See, I could do what I did last time and write "This game cheats" backwards on the other side and then just trace it over on this side, but I think I'll just get the thought balloon in there and now I'm trying to decide, do I want to color it right off of here? Or if I want to go ahead and just use my fabric markers. I think I'll do a little bit on here. Like his hair is black. So I could get away with like doing his hair, and since it's not the laser paper has a tendency of ripping. You know, and I just realized this whole thing is going to be backwards. Oh well. I guess this is not going to be the one I'm going to give to my friend. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Do I have? Yeah. Hold on. So this will be the experiment, and then the other ones will be the shiznit. Hold on. Let me put these back in there. This time I'm going to mirror my Photoshop. So while I am tracing this, I'm opening up Photoshop. Yeah, aren't you so glad that you got me to make all the mistakes first? I wonder what this would look like backwards. Well, the one thing about this is it doesn't bleed. It dries pretty freaking fast. Yeah, this bites. Wish I could go a little bigger because of the marker, and that's like one of my #1 rules. You don't want to draw anything or color anything smaller than the marker that you have. Okay, Photoshop is just opened. I'm going to flip this image. So all this is moot. Once it's done, we'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Bam. Okay, file, print. Okay, so that's what I'm up to right now, is I'm getting ready to print. Everything's reversed. My poor signature. I just wish everything was bigger. Oh well. Need a bigger printer. You know what? Maybe I should do that. I'll just bring it to... Oh, I don't have a bigger printer. God, dandruff. See, I can't win. Anyway, stop whining. It's going to print 2 copies. And I had reduced the opacity so I can tell what I've gone over and what I haven't. Because none of the other stuff is going to transfer. None of this other ink is going to transfer. Okay, let me switch it back. All right. Let's see what we get. So if you're having mic problems, you want to get the smaller infusible ink pen. Damn it. It's going to print it. For some reason it shot out 2 of these. So again, only one's going to be on the good paper and the other one's going to be on the cardstock. So here you go. Here is the image. Alright, and one more time for the Gipper. I'm not even going to try to do the outline of the background. And for giggles, I think I'll try to color some of this in, so you guys can see what it looks like. I only have a limited amount of time. Where's my... Oh, they're on the other side. No, bump it. Keep going, Kim. And then we can play with it tomorrow. Yeah, so... Yeah, I think before I do the coaster, I'll have to get the smaller markers, the pens, because this marker is way too fat for the fine details. Now the whole point of this is just to get it onto a shirt so I can color it with fabric markers. Now I like putting this on the cardstock. It's smoother on the other paper, the premium paper, premium laser paper. But the cardstock doesn't look like it wants to rip up like anytime soon. Unlike the premium paper, you got pretty much one good shot. You gotta let the stuff dry if you want to put another color on top. It will not reactivate the color, so it's not going to change the color. So like I could put this in black on here. Like right here is supposed to be solid. gums. And I think my fabric markers can really get into some of the smaller places. So like the skull that's on the outside of his right here, or his little symbol here. Lines are too thick. Must draw bigger. Yeah, I'm going to do all that with a pencil and the fabric markers, because they can get, I have smaller sizes for that. Look at that, so delicate. Yeah, definitely going to invest in the pens. And for the third time today, Kim is outlining Usopp. Almost done, though. Draw his man purse here. And in a second, I'll show you what yesterday looked like. I even got to add a little bit of fabric marker into it. But what I'm thinking about doing is also keeping a heat gun nearby. That way I can, when I get ready to apply the fabric markers, I can dry them pretty fast. All right. Now if I decided to put this onto a darker shirt, I would have to prep the shirt first, which means I'd have to do a white background. So it can't hurt to have like a cutout of whatever I'm doing. Paint that white, let it dry, and then apply this guy. But the thing about it is that the paint bubbles up. It's like plastic or acrylic. It's not meant to be heated up. So this technique is best on a light colored shirt. You don't want to set your house on fire. All right. I don't know, dare I try the circle? Bump it. I'm not going to do the circle, but I will do my name. Okay, good enough for government work. All right. This is his teeth, his tongue, and then teeth again, his lips. Almost lost the thumb. Yes, we'll toss one in here, one in here. Yeah, we probably won't see those guys too much. Yeah, this is way too delicate to get in there. Okay, so every line that you see here that I put on here will show. Any line that is here from the printer will not. Okay. Alright. So from here, I'm going to show you what we did yesterday. Alright, so yesterday, here are the shirts here. And I'm going to add Usopp to one of these spaces, and then I'm going to experiment on coloring. One of the things I've learned when I was coloring, like I used one of these as a base, and I figured that I did not leave this on long enough. This was the original image, colored in on, I think it was the premium paper, but I only left it on for 40 seconds, and I should have left it on for like 80. So it came out a little bit faint like this, but it's vibrant. The colors that I had before were dark on the paper, and dark and dull. But when you transfer it onto this infusible ink shirt, it's bright, but if you don't leave it on long enough, it's dull. So when I had that transfer over, I put some fabric markers on it and was able to like go to town on it. But the thing about it is that this shirt bleeds. You may be in the lines, but it'll give you that bleeding effect. Unless you have something outside this to fix it, I only can recommend that you maybe, and this is what I want to try, is adding the marker on here, you know, the adding Usopp on here, get ready to color it, and then when I put my layer of color on, like hit it as fast as I can with the heat gun and dry it as fast as I can. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit this again with the what, my thing isn't on. Okay, I gotta go turn on my Cricut real quick. Be right back. My the heat pad thing. Gotta go. Go. But this is what the laser paper looked like. So, yesterday I used the Cricut Infusible ink pens, or markers rather. They're heat activated, and I drew on different types of paper. And I found that after watching another person's video, you need to leave it on like for 80 seconds. It'll look like it's about to set your house on fire, but it's not. It's just hot as hell. So like for the premium laser paper, it was dark but somewhat dull when it went on. If you've never used these markers before, the outline is what I'm aiming for Usopp. If I do decide to color Usopp in a little bit more while we're waiting for it to heat up, it'll fill in when it transfers. Every little line that you make, every place where you leave it open, things like that, will transfer over here. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you're using the premium laser paper, you want it to kind of dry a little bit before you add anything else onto it, because it has a tendency of lifting up and falling apart, kind of like Walmart drawing paper. You don't want that. But it doesn't really matter too much. As long as you have the ink onto the paper, it's going to transfer onto the shirt. But again, every little thing that you do will bring it on. Right here I've used Bristol paper, thinking that maybe I can try to get this stuff to blend. These markers don't blend. Don't even waste your time. You can layer your colors with like Bristol or mixed media paper, but even on either one of these, and you know what I'd like to try is marker paper. I'm going to see if I can find some marker paper and try that to see if how well it will transfer, because marker paper is for markers. But every little line that you make will do this. Now this right here is mixed media paper. This is like Walmart paper, the stuff that you would buy at Walmart that has the mixed media on there. This is Bristol, a little bit hardcore, it's like cardstock, a little bit rougher, but it transferred pretty well. Yeah. On the white here, I didn't notice so much the white in here, and I think the Bristol did a pretty gosh darn good job. Versus, and here's cardstock. This is just regular 100-pound cardstock that transferred over pretty well. So the trick is to leave it on just a little longer. Don't mess with it till it dries, or cools rather. When you fill in your colors, let's see, where's the one for this one? This one was cardstock. Okay, so this one I must have came back and filled it in with, yeah, I came back and filled it in with a fabric marker. And it bled just a little bit around the edges. So when you use your fabric marker, kind of stop right before you get to the edge, because it's going to bleed a little bit. And that's if you're coloring onto this Infusible ink shirt. It's a different, it's really soft. I was surprised at how soft it was. I thought it would be like scratch paper or whatever. You know what? This thing isn't heating up. Alright, anyway, getting back to Usopp. Okay, I just turned it on. I mean, if you want to do it the easy way, you'll turn your thing on. Okay, anyway, Ditzy Kim. Alright, so I'll I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my transferring Usopp onto the shirt, and in the meantime, while I'm doing all that, I'm going to go ahead and do the replay of what we just drew this morning for those of us who didn't want to sit through this entire thing. So this is Usopp right here, and I'm going to go ahead and switch it on over to the other bad boy until I can get over to the other side. So desktop, captcha. Oop, is my iPad off? It is. I'll turn it back on. There we go. Okay, so we're done with Photoshop. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of Photoshop. Alright, so here's the image that I'm going to be working on, or drew first thing this morning. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch myself over to the other side. That way you guys can see what it looks like on the shirt, and applying it to the shirt. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and move my junk over, and you guys can watch this replay. Big enough space. There it is. And that should fit right there. Alrighty, just in time. Okay, so alright, so here's my little workspace. Okay. see if I can do this without setting everything on fire. Just move all my cords out. Oops, out of the way. And I apologize, I am not able to see my screen from here, so whatever we capture, we capture. Okay, right here. I can see my screen from here. Okay, so there we are. Here's the image. So if I pretty much stay in this neck of the woods, you should be able to see everything. Okay, so I'm going to transfer this over here. I've got my pad under here already. I'm going to throw a bit of cardstock underneath. There we go, just some cardstock. Alright, so I'm going to pre-warm this area here. Give it about 15 seconds or so. Just go ahead and count that out. Okay, good enough for government work. Alright, so that's all nice and warm. I'm not going to put any tape down or anything like that. I'm not worried about any kind of ghosting or whatever. So, let's see. Let me put that together. Get another piece of cardstock. And we'll just go ahead and stick them on right here. Bam. Put you down there. Put the cardstock right here over it. And we're going to do 80 seconds. I got it right now set to 40. Now, the YouTuber I was watching said that she had to, what's the word? Put pressure on it, but you really don't. It pretty much just works with the heat. And I'm a little hotter than hers is. Hers was like 365, mine is 385. But it seems to work just ducky. So I'm just going to hit the button one more time once the time comes. And I don't know if you can see the smoke that's rising off of this thing, but it's pretty intimidating. Got a few more seconds to go. Yeah, I apologize, I can't get my camera up a little bit higher. We're just a little too close. But maybe the next time will be not too bad. Okay, so now this, bam, off you go. Okay, so we got that going on. We'll let that cool. All that smoke. But it's doing its thing, so I'm going to let that cool, and I'll talk about how I color onto the shirts. I use embroidery hoops. This one here is one of my favorites. I bought this one from Walmart. These are like $2, $3. In that neck of the woods, $2.98 or some crap like that. But it's really great for holding down your shirts to keep them from slipping and things like that. And to use it, you would slip it into your shirt wherever your image is going to be. There's a lip right here on the edge here that, you know, this goes underneath. You want this right underneath your shirt, and then this will slip over and it will adjust to your shirt, and your shirt will not move. Your fabric won't move. So I see people doing it the hard way, where they're strapping it down to something, or just doing whatever they can to keep it from moving, and are still frustrated as all hell. This by far is the easiest way for me to do drawings on t-shirts and fabric markers. Painting, I don't use this for painting. I would use a box to paint with, and ideally you would have just a regular old box about the size that you're going to be painting on. And I'll show you an example of something that you could use. You want a box that, like, say my image is about this big. You want a box that's open like this. You don't want your box touching your shirt. You don't want anything really touching your shirt. I see people who have a board underneath it. They have something underneath it, and the ink or the paint goes right from the shirt onto whatever's on the back. So that sucks. This way, when you slip it under your shirt, your image that you're going to be painting on is over something that is open like this. It's braced on both sides, and the back here is protected. So ideally, and also your paint won't fall through here, and if it does, it won't damage the other side of the shirt. You get me? Once this lifts up and everything, I can show you what it would look like, and then from there I would use like clips, binder clips or something like that to keep it in place, or rubber bands, just to hold it taut enough so that you can paint on top of it. You're not going to be slapping like a bunch of house paint or something like that on it. And it's any box. You just cut out one end of the box. So your shirt is protected on all these sides, and the back of the shirt is protected. And it dries a shit ton faster than if you don't. So just food for thought. That's how I would usually attack my shirts. I learned the hard way, putting something behind it and trying to do my thing that way. Just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Okay. It looks like some of the image didn't transfer, so I'm going to hit it again one more time just in case. It missed the corner. I'll put it down again for 40 seconds. It shouldn't hurt anything, and I don't think I shifted anything. And it's not going to damage the other items that are on the sides here. Like if I was using one of those shirt transfers that go onto your shirt, it would probably like bubble it up or something like that. Because this shit is hot. Okay, up you go. Okay, so hopefully I got that other side. So we'll give that a moment to do its thing. Hopefully we'll see what happens. But the fabric markers that I use are graffiti fabric markers. These guys are freaking awesome. They blend super cool. You'll see what I'm talking about once I start to use them. For flesh tones, it's got a couple good flesh tones in there. You can, what I was doing for other shirts was that I would add like their yellow as kind of like a base, and then I would take like a brown or a peach or whatever and blend them together, and I would get the flesh tone that I needed. It doesn't have a white, so you're kind of on your own with that. It's very rare to find a white marker. Like one day I literally went to Walmart for a white fabric marker, and you can find them usually in the opaque fabric markers, the ones that go onto dark clothing. And I shit you not, the only one that they had, the packs that they had in there, someone had gone through each one of them and stolen the white out of them. I'm like, this ghetto shit. Anyway, it is what it is. And they rarely get those markers in stock. I can turn this off now so I don't set my house on fire. And I'm gonna lift this up. Hopefully caught the other side. I can see a little bit more on the other side now. Just as long as there's a hint of something on here. So this would be a great opportunity to like create shirts for like parties, and people can like color them in type of thing instead of sending it to a printer. But until I master this, I wouldn't even think of charging anybody for something like this. Not right yet. Not yet. I'll give my friends my ugly drawings. But yeah, you can do caricatures and stuff like that, and people can color their own thing. If it's temporary, they can do it with Crayola markers. Not the fabric markers, but with regular Crayolas, and then they can wash out because they're washable. So this whole thing is kind of like the waiting game, waiting for it to cool. Luckily it's freezing as hell in here, so it shouldn't take too long. Just kind of cooling it down a bit. Because supposedly it turns into a gas, which is probably what we saw flying up in the air and probably breathing. And then once it cools, it's supposed to be coming into a solid again. And then we have the yada yada yada. So, should be nice and cool. Take about 5 minutes or something like that to cool. And I'm just going to lift this bad boy up. Bam! There we go. There's our transfer. It didn't ghost, but there's some yellowish stuff on here. Oh, probably because it's burnt. Probably put it on too long in my bad handwriting. But other than that, it's a nice transfer. I can work with this. Even though this is kind of faint, I can always come back over with my markers. So, with that being said, I think I got a few minutes to play. And I think this yellow is probably from this bad boy underneath. It's like, I can't take it anymore. You hit me a couple times. But it's not burnt or anything. It's a little yellowed. He's now white. But it served its purpose. Okay, so that's another thing to keep in mind. But this was cardstock. Yeah, this was cardstock. And I didn't have this yellowing problem when I was using the other thing. Okay, so anyway, this thing says this side up. I'm gonna slip it right on in here. And just kind of center it a little bit, and then I'm just gonna. You can open it up a bit if you need to. Just kind of slip it on in there. Really super easy to use. And you just get everything out from underneath it. Now for this one, I'm not going to have a board underneath it. This thing takes the marker pretty well. I could have opened it up more. There we go. Now that it's got an image in here, I don't care if it's a bit distorted when I bring it out. like this. When you're drawing, you don't want to stretch it too far, or else the image that you have will come back all weird and distorted looking. But when it's like this, nobody gives a rat's ass. Yeah, I think I will put a board under here. Just to protect the other side of the shirt. You just slip that underneath. I cut a little board out from like a mounting board or something like that, and I just stick it right underneath here. I like using black instead of white because if you have any marker on it, the white will show through the shirt. So from here is where I would just go ahead and start coloring. I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to the other side so you guys I can be a little bit more comfortable while I do this. So give me one quick second. I'm going to switch everything over. Oh yeah. Something interesting to look at while I'm doing this. Oh, shoot, what time is it? 7:12. Okay, there's our beast. The colors I need are black, flesh tone, white. Alrighty. Put this back on. Sorry about that. It's like a big production to get from one side to the other. Alright, so there we are. Okay. Now I don't have time to do the entire thing, but I do have time to do a bit of it. Okay, so keep in mind that this is an infusible shirt. So I'm dropping the board down a little bit because this bad boy takes ink very well, as you can see from this one right here. This one right here it has the infusible ink beneath it with the fabric marker on top of it. Let's see. Let me look at my source images. Bum, 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 bum. I can turn that off. Okay, and I'm almost done. Just waiting for my source images to pop up. There we go. Okay, so our guy look alike. He look like a man. Let's see. Still waiting for my drive to open up. Okay, so the colors that I do know that are in here. This one is Tulip Fine Tip Marker. It's not as fine as I'd like it to be, but it'll do the job. Okay, so I'm going to go over this. And I probably should have waited until I got color on there. And I'm wondering how well color would work along the outside. Give me one quick second. I'm going to try something. So like instead of it being a black outline, ooh, it goes over the black pretty good too. Tulips are really good fabric marker as well. Now I don't have the board underneath touching the back of this, and hopefully that'll help us with the bleeding problem. Now I went all the way to the edge for that one. I'm going to stay away from the edge on this side and see how bad it bleeds. But it really, this shirt really does take the ink very well. From the edges. Bring this down some. It looks like a little goes a long way. I'm waiting to see if this bleeds. I'm wondering if it bled just because I had the board underneath. And you can kind of see underneath it, so if you ever need to transfer an image, you can probably do that pretty easy too. Okay. I got less than 10 minutes. Let's see if we get his tongue in here. See what else on Usopp is red or reddish. Alright, so far it hasn't bled, probably because there's nothing on here. So if I wanted to go over these letters here, and I'm trying to do it a little bit offset, kind of like how the other image was. And then I'll go back over that and let me see, I'll go back over that with an outline marker. And so far so good. Alright, I need like a yellow. I'll go ahead and grab a yellow. it looks like he's got a bit of an orange around him too. So like these here. Well, this is more of like a tan tone. This might be good for his skin. Yeah, this isn't quite orange. Let's try this one. Yeah, this seems to do well. Just kind of brushing the marker onto it and then kind of giving it a little bit of room to breathe. Let it dry a little bit. Alrighty, and these guys right here. You know, maybe this yellow here might, no, I was thinking it was from the printout. But I think it's just from being burned, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it was burned or not. Okay. Yeah, so it could be a combination of the board touching that made it bleed, because it's not bleeding now. Okay, so that's orange. There's a little bit of orange around here. You know, I'm not, you know, the ink comes out really fast. Nice and juicy on this shirt. All right. Now, if you ever can find them, I highly recommend these markers here. These are Pentel gel rollers for fabric. I discovered these way too late. These guys are great for outlines and stuff like that. Now you see this is the, what was it called? The tulip fabric marker. This guy right here, doing that outline, fine tip marker. Wait till you see this bad boy. This one's a gel marker. The downside to this, let me put the board underneath here. The downside to this is that it it goes out, I mean, it comes out really nice, but then all of a sudden, it's done. It doesn't give you any warning, it doesn't lighten up, it's just done. And it gives you a nice, thin outline. Just like that. Beautiful compared to this right here. And I could get away with doing the finer details on here. I just need to transfer them onto it. But yeah, my rule of thumb is never color anything smaller than the tip of your marker, if you can help it. That's why I don't do a lot of like, what is it called? Like the art, what is it called? The coloring book, Art with Edge, like the Creole Art with Edge. I would like to transfer my image onto that, but a lot of the images that they have are small. Okay, so say I don't want to do two colors on that one. This guy's pretty straightforward. Let's see. I'll just say that these are white. Let's see, his skin. He's got lighter skin. Okay, one of the other things I like trying is different combinations, using like graffiti fabric marker and another marker. Like this one's a really good skin tone. It's Color Time, but it's really orange. So what I'm thinking about doing is using a little bit on his skin, just kind of testing it out, and then seeing if I can kind of lighten it a bit. This might not be the place to try this out and see which one looks the best. Better here than on the final image. Let's see. Both this marker, the graffiti, and the tulip, they blend really well. You do not want to, you can always use a paintbrush too. So like if the colors come out way too fast for you, you can always dip your paintbrush into maybe a gob that you put on like a plastic, and then just put it onto your shirt. I don't have the blenders in my box here. Another good marker to use, you'll find these at Walmart for about like $9 or $10. These are good. They're called Prismacolor Premier Assorted Markers. These will not fade on your shirt. They may fade to about, they'll still be black. It'll be about this tone. Like after 5 years, I've had shirts that lasted and they're still pretty black. But it kept them in the rotation and whatnot. And you can get a really good outline with these guys. It's another alternative, seeing as though this one right here is obsolete. They don't make these anymore. And this one kind of has a tendency to have a little bit of feathering, if you can see that edge. And then versus, let me do an edge on this one. Now all t-shirts fade over time, but this will not wash out. And the edge is pretty decent. It's black and it's decent. So I recommend these guys. I use them all the time. Buy them whenever I can find them. I hate the chisel tip, but I use all the others. It has a brush tip, the 0.5 and the 0.005. The 0.005 might catch on your within the lines of your shirt, but you cannot beat. Like, let me do part of the bone. See, it's kind of catching on the shirt because of the texture of the shirt, but look at how small that detail is. I can really do some details on this. So there's that. Alrighty, you guys, I gotta get going. So this shirt will not be done today, or this coloring won't be done today, but I will have one video that'll be just dedicated to coloring. Alrighty. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do a bit of the hair, and I gotta get going. You guys, thanks again for coming. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do a bit of the outline here. So I'm going to drop the board down a little bit because I don't need it. It's tight enough, and it's not bleeding like it was before because there's nothing beneath it to move the ink along the side, along it. And I hope that if you guys do decide to try the infusible ink markers, just to transfer it onto an image so you can do, you know, work your magic. Love to see what you guys come up with. Send me a link through Instagram. I'm Paint Me Kimberly. subscribe. Okay, so here's what this color time marker looks like for skin. This is the color time mixed in with the yellow and the it's almost like a mustard color looking when it's together, mustard brown or something like that. But also keep in mind that and you want to keep your colors solid if you can. The more that you add on to here, I'm almost done. The more that you add on to the colors, the deeper it looks, and the longer it'll last. I'll just do a little shadow here. So whenever you color, don't leave streaks. You want to make sure that this bad boy is solid. And if you don't want to dilute with water, I need to put that on my old videos. Never dilute any of these with water, even if it's the tulip ones. There's supposed to be like a watercolor type of method to get a watercolor bleeding look on your image. Don't do it. It's not worth watching it fade over time. It'll last so much longer. So far I've got some shirts that the image is lasting longer than the shirt itself. The shirt has got holes in it and stuff by now from all the washings and whatnot. Nothing lasts forever. Okay, and just get it nice and solid. So it's not a bad transfer. It's like using a coloring book. Before you add too much more to it, you don't want to oversaturate it, because oversaturating your fabric will make it bleed into other parts of it. So set it off to the side, let it dry. Don't start touching it because it doesn't dry instantly. And I will see you guys in the next video. That is where I am thus far. And the next video will probably be for the other gift that I'm going to be working on. Or I'll color this guy digitally so I can do it like with my son, do a print and cut. Alright, take care, you guys. And let me see if I can show him in his glory. And it's just enough so that I can color, you know, without having to redraw the wheel. And I can do multiple shirts at the same time. Like I could work on the hair on this one, put this to the side, let it dry, work on another one, let it dry. The only other thing that I can think of is that you really can't do it onto, well, I'll try a darker shirt sometime. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the next video, and we'll do some more experimenting, and this game cheese! Bye.